In this video, we'll be looking at slope of a line through 2 points. First, the definition. The slope, m, of a line through the points x sub 1, y sub 1, and x sub 2, y sub 2 is, and then we have a number of different ways to show slope. M is usually the letter that's used. We often know that it's rise over run. You may hear it as change in y. Delta y means change in y over change in x. And then the equations y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Notice you can also switch those, so you could have y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2. You just have to be careful that if you use the x-coordinate from your first point and the y-coordinate from the first point, you have to keep those written first or written second. And again, the change in x cannot equal 0 because that would cause division by 0 in the denominator. So our first example here, find the slope of the line through the given points, and our first point we'll use negative 2, 4, and then the second one is 2, negative 6. Now sometimes it helps if you label these. This first point I'm going to call that x1, y1. Designate that as my first point. And then this one I'll call x2, y2. And then all we have to do is put these numbers into our equation. So I'm going to use this first fraction. So I'm going to grab y2, which is negative 6, and subtract from that y1, which is 4, divided by, and then I've got to come back to this point and grab my x2, which is 2, and subtract x1, which is negative 2. Now be very careful that you have the subtraction signs, and then if the coordinate is negative, you've got to get that negative sign in there as well. All right, simplifying this fraction, negative 6 minus 4 is a negative 10. These two minus signs are the same as plus, so I have 2 plus 2, which is 4. So my slope is a negative 10 over 4, but I'm going to divide top and bottom by 2 and simplify this fraction to a negative 5 over 2. Do another one. Again, here's x1, y1 and x2, y2. So I need to grab my y's. Those go in the numerator. So 8 subtract 8. And then come back to the x2 and have 5 subtract negative 3. Simplifying, 8 subtract 8 is 0. And this is the same as plus. So I have 5 plus 3, which is 8. I have to have a number in the denominator, or else it's division by 0, which is undefined. So 0 divided by anything is always 0. So the slope of this line that goes through these 2 points is 0. In the last example, here's x1, y1 and x2, y2. And so my slope is 10, subtract negative 10, and then the denominator is negative 4, subtract negative 4. These two minuses make a plus, and so I have 10 plus 10, which is 20, and these two minuses make a plus, and I have negative 4 plus 4, which is 0. This is division by 0. and that is undefined.